the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Again, it's Henderson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
At the 47-yard line.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Once more, it's Henderson. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, New England.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, New England. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Now Andres Borregalas for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots 7, Chargers nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. McConkey in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. And the Chargers have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Chargers first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the...
And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Dicker good with the extra point. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On the give, it's Henderson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under center play action game and the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Off the play fake, here's May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Off the play fake, it's May. Diggs on the reception. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On first and 10, here's May.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 43, it's second and 3. On the draw, it's Henderson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
May now on first and 10. Now he's just going to flip this forward.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That one, take it in. Keyshawn Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The extra point now for Borregales. His kick is good, and the Pats will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Chargers 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 14.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the give, here's Hampton. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Motion man is Johnston. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Here comes Hampton on the toss right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now it's Herbert. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And that That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's May again. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Los Angeles.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Chargers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Patriots 14.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
3rd down, they need 5. Now May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On play action, now Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A give, and here comes Hampton. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
A gain of 10 yards.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first down, right back to Hampton. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Motion man is Johnston. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On play action, here's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Herbert now on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On the toss, it's Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To throw, it's Herbert. Throwing right, that's Johnston. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Herbert. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And the Chargers going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Hampton trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Hampton. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Plus to his right.
Justin Herbert scrambles from the pocket.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Back to the outside, he's got Diggs.
So Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give left side for Hampton. The pass will stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Will try to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hampton going to get it on the zone read. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hampton. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Hampton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Charger first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Second and 11. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Foxborough.